put it under your arm here in case. There we go. All right, go ahead and tell us your story about the rock here.
Okay, Steve. I happened to be at the city garage getting gas for my vehicle, and I walked inside, and that's where the rock was stored. And I saw two strangers. Went up and introduced myself, and they were a photographer and a reporter for the Associated Press, and they were looking for the rock. So I took them over to the corner and showed them where the rock was, and they asked me to stand by it for perspective so they could get a good picture of it. And that was back in March of 2008. And then a few months later, I happened to be in Arizona in Lake Havasu visiting with my mother, and my stepfather was reading the newspaper, and I was telling them the story about the rock and all the publicity. And just by coincidence, my stepfather, Rudy, he picked up the newspaper and said, "Is this your picture?" And it was a picture that the AP had taken when I was there in the garage. So that kind of gives you an idea of how widespread the news about the rock was at the time.
And still to this day, if you Google search the rock, Indian Head Rock, and put Portsmouth or Kentucky, your image is one of the first ones that come up.
Yeah, it is. And I use that for my Facebook picture.
Photo will live forever.
Yeah.
Well, anything else you'd like to add about the rock? Where would you think a good home would be for it?
I think Portsmouth is perfect. I hate the fact that it's in a garage, in a shed, just covered up with trash. My family, on my mother's side, they're all from Kentucky. My grandparents are from Greenup, and so it to us, this is the Portsmouth area. This is one community. If you look at the phone book, they have a Portsmouth phone book, and people come from Kentucky to shop here in Ohio, and we do the same thing. We go there for recreation and to visit family. So it really should be one community. I think it's a tragedy that the rock is just where it's at now.
Yeah. Anything else you'd like to add about the rock?
I think Randy did a great job of telling the story.
He did.
Yeah.
Especially the historical side of it.
Yeah.